All right. Good morning. Good morning. So, first order of the day is to package up June here. I was hoping we're going to start the Robo Avi today, but I do need to actually double check with the client. Um, so hopefully we get started on that. If not, uh, perhaps we'll do some promotional work instead. All right. Um, so packaging up the avatar is our goal right now. Um, I really wanted to see if we could get these particular files out of, or just include them into my folders here, but I don't think that's the case. There's something about these. It still wants that file. Some of these files. But it's interesting because they're not using some of them directly. You know what? I'm just going to include them. I'm not including the whole thing. I'm just going to get rid of that. That, boom. I got to get moving on this. June V10 VR chat. VRC. Let's say VR chat ready. Okay, say. Could we get the? Could probably get the avatar fully set up for VTubing today. It's not too much to do because I don't think we can actually create the JVC face really quick. Yeah, so look at some other stuff. Good morning, Zoom. Hello, hello. How is your day going? Very hot and extremely humid. I feel you on that. I feel you on that. All right, so let's take a look here. So let me just do this one. Yeah, it's definitely getting some. Oh, what I'm changing? I actually was just looking at VC face. I wanted to see what toggles are available, and it seems that you only have the ability to toggle things on or off, which is kind of a bummer because that means the VTuber version of June here, you would not be able to incorporate the color changing once I make that VTuber version. Um, yeah, that's kind of a bummer. Is what it is, though. She should have made a prefab here. Then we'll create a scene for June VTuber. Or mean more variations in the store. That's a good point. That is a very good point. Down. So June VTuber. No way to change float values. Hmm. Interesting. If I made a version, of if I made my own VTubing software, I could potentially make a lot of money. But that sounds like a lot of work. But I could make a version that would be much easier to use. I think I'd rather do it as an open source project that's quite ambitious. Yes, 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 it is. But it would be nice. I think it's just amazing to me how much functionality is available in Unity that is just completely thrown away by VC Face. Hey, all this stuff you could use, we're not going to do any of that, and we're just going to throw that right in the garbage. Just like, what is the logic there? Oh, oh. Um, okay, so if we want to make a VTuber version, and first thing to do oh, it's already in the T-pose. Nice. Very true. VTubing is fresh in the mainstream, so I would say that now would be the best time to release some new software for it. Yes. We'll have to think about that. We'll have to think about that. Okay, I still need to make thumbnail for June. We'll probably do that today. Make a nice thumbnail for it. In fact, should I do that first? No, I still need to do one more. I can always add it later, so do it this way. June body, blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. Export. That's it. June. Fee 0. Good. Oh, thank you. Goodness. Should really rename this to June VR chat. VR chat V1. There we go. Boom. Move this over here. Whoops. Booba. And then we want to sorry to be so sniffly. Oops. All right. That'll be on by default. Does that include a change here? No. Okay. Let's just get rid of the VR chat version for now. And in here, we want to go through and slap in a bunch of stuff. Change it to V1 for when we export. Ooh. Looks like everything's already applied correctly. Just need to create a blend shape proxy. Which we could probably copy from previous avatar of mine. But for now, we'll just do this. Link. Blip. Blip. Or actually, look up should be not that one. VTube look up. And look down. VTube look down. Look left. Great. All right. Oops. So there we go. Got that stuff sorted, but there's some additional ones to add. BSF. Surprised. Browse up and browse down. Should they be capitalized? Right. Okay, fully capitalized. Sill. Which is this one, which does nothing, but that's okay. Ch. Did and huh. Man, it's amazing that they went through time to create the all the blend shapes for the vice seams that you would expect to see on a VR chat avatar. Even though you have to name this way on an avatar. It's like they know exactly what blend shape to look for on an avatar. But they still want you to do it completely manually. The power of VSF. All right, there we go. Okay, so those are the special blend shapes that we want by default. So those are looking good. It's funny that she has tears in all of these. All right. So that looks good. And really the only other toggle we would want to add is June bra. Or no, not bra. Delete that one. June jacket. Okay. And on that one, we'll add the VSF avatar animations. And all we want to add is for that when that blend shape's playing to play the animation. Jacket toggle off. That's it. Okay. Lastly, actually, before we do the spring bones, let's just export and take a look. Make sure we've got everything working before we add the spring bones. I don't want to have to redo that in case there's something that needs to be redone. All right. Sometimes this takes quite a while, so Okay, I'm gonna go get some food. I'll be right back. Oh, I got food right here. Well, Felix. Hello, hello. Hope you're having a great start to your Wednesday. We're working on making a VTuber avatar. I made a VChat avatar who will be up for sale very soon, and we're also making a VTuber version of her, which takes quite a while sometimes. How much for VTubing? Um, I have yet to set prices, so probably probably $20. I'd make it the same as the VR chat version. So $20 for the VR chat version, $20 for the V2 version, $30 for probably something like that. Yeah, but I appreciate you asking. I'll certainly be posting here and on my Twitter or anywhere else really once she's up for sale. Did I make her? There we go. Perfect. But I do also make custom avatars. Nice. I'm also a full stack GFX graphics. Do you make VTubers as well? Nice. That's awesome. Very, very cool. Do you enjoy it? Yeah. VSF. See if this works. Well, nice to meet another Avi or VTuber creator. Charge $1,000 for a 3D animated VTuber. Very cool. Let's check out your work. Folio. I don't see your portfolio. That link doesn't seem to be working. Looking at your channel, wonder if you need help making anything. Also enhance your channel. I appreciate that, but I'm not interested. But I appreciate the offer. Okay, let's see. Added June. Perfect. Materials are working. My favorite part. Yeah, you're welcome to post your work. I think I have my leap motion here. Get that set up. Fingers. No, the fingers are working. I think that one looks really weird. Okay, that looks better. That's kind of the angle I was holding it at. Why does she keep sticking her tongue out? Blech, blech. Probably needs some tuning. All right, let's test out the one expression toggle we created. Perfect. Everything's still looking really good. The fact that she's sticking her tongue out is just hilarious. That's pretty good, actually. Can it do this? Can it do... See if I can do this? No, it doesn't even seem to recognize their hands at that point. Did you send me your link, Adele? It's not. Let's see. Does it see one blink? I can never tell. Settings, expression settings. All right, settings general. Experimental. Angry. Stop. Err. Calibrate. No. I don't really want to mess with this right now. That's more up to whoever is using it. All right, seems quite good though. I'm kind of getting the feeling that that was a scam. They have no portfolio. Their Twitter has never made a post. Yeah, my scam senses are tingling. But I was very interested to see what they were going to post for their portfolio. I was like, is this actually going to be your work or some of the VTubers I'm aware of? You got a kill streak of 9 so far on the VRC Traders Discord. Heck yeah. That's awesome. Good on you. Destroy them. Destroy. Not a lot of range on here. All right. Ah, this is so funny to me. If I just turn it off. Definitely looks better with shadows. I feel like the colors could. Oh yeah, that's much better. A little bit of coloring in there. Ambient. Give it like a blue. It's not really showing up at all. Just yellow as well. Make everything a bit more saturated. Cancel. I should just use her for my VTuber for now. Even though she keeps sticking her tongue out like a weirdo. There we go. VTuber. How do I make you? Do you have a character of your own? No. But I will be traveling over the next few days, and I think one of the things I will aspire to do is precisely that, to come up with my own avatar. Because it's time. It's all right. Why isn't this working properly? Hmm. I mean, I have a lot of drawings that I feel remind me of usually like, yeah. I got a bunch of stuff I can draw from, but it just really always comes down to time. uh, yeah, I think I do definitely have some time while I'll be traveling, so maybe I'll do that because I'll have my iPad with me and I can just draw out my avatar. All right, let's see if I can get this working. Probably some sort of um, sorry, probably some sort of angel demon kind of deal. Something a bit more abstract, probably with like glowy bits. She doesn't really seem to recognize the smile. That's okay. But yeah, I've always had like a motif in my drawings for like a broken apart head. Here. Something like going through my sketchbooks right now. There was this really fun one I made the other day that I like a lot. Celestials are always cool. Yeah, I like that kind of look. Let's see, this is nothing inappropriate. That's perfect. Yeah. This guy right here, I really like with like probably won't be exactly like that. Um, yeah. Here's some of my drawings. I like these. This kind of like fire or kind of blown apart head in a way, in a sense. Thank you. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. It's always fun to go from a drawing to a character. Lots of fire might mean lots of particles, though. Hey, I love particles. um, so I should be able to. Interesting. Oh, my coffee cup. How do I change the background color? Bam, 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 bam. Doesn't change the background at all. Game capture. Okay, that's what I was saying. Oop, no. Nope. Whoops. It's gone. So, problem was I had a window capture. What we need is game capture. And we'll call it VSF. Okay. Specific window, PC face, allow transparency. Wow, that looks odd. Then start. Hey, there we go. Get rid of the menu though. There we go. Oh. That's fun. Um, all right, perfect. Well, we'll goof around with having her on as a VTuber for today. She'll just be in the background. You know what I'd really, really love to do though is get it set up so that um, we could drive the movement I'm doing here on the VTuber into my VR chat avatar. So that way I could walk around on desktop, but still have like facial animation, that kind of stuff in VR. There we go. She looks so scared sometimes, though. It's weird that is so trippy when you two make opposite movements. It's like the fusion dance. See, there we go. Hello, Kurumasuko. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? How are you doing? There we go. Sorry, get repositioned here. All right. So, got June set up. She's looking pretty good. Yeah, I think I need to flip the VSF though. Go to settings. Mirror, 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 mirror. Animate. Ao's avatars getting really good there. Oh, thank you. Thank you. She'll be up for sale very soon. I guess I could just mirror it in. Is that a way to mirror it in here? I would think there would be. Help. Load, reset. Camera load, expression, blah, blah, blah. Okay, whatever. Oh, wait, what was the reset hotkey? Reset avatar pose R. Oh. Try to check the spout option. Spout, 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 spout. Oh, gotcha. Interesting. No, that's okay. I'm just gonna do that for right now. We'll mess around. I have to redo her anyway. We need to get the spring bones working on her. So we're still kind of in the midst of fixing her or getting her set up. Because she's got fizz bones, which we don't need. Do not need fizz bones. Um, but we will add spring bone components to all of them. Or maybe I should do dynamic bones. Yeah. That's a little easier. Press 1. Bam. Butt. Got to get those butt bones in there, even though camera's not really going to be facing that way that often, is it? Boom. And hair parent should be able to do that. And exclude the hair parent bone. Where is it? Bam. The whole head might, which will not look correct. And then for all of these, I believe we want an end length of at least 0.1, let's say 0.5. And let's just hit play and time to jiggle. Time to jiggle. Maybe. Look at my little fingies. Okay. Well, those are definitely moving. Seem a little extreme. So we'll start with the hair. The hair should be damped a little. That's too much. We want it softer. Elasticity down. Damping down. Whoa, 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 whoa. Jiggle! Stiffness down. Elasticity off. It's a little hard going. It's been so long since I've done dynamic bones. Whoa. That's not right. So I need at least a little elasticity. You spin me right round, baby, right round. My toupee is gone, baby. It flew right off. Oh, interesting. Okay, so anytime I hit 1. I might need to move that to a different hotkey. No. Jiggly approved. um, Stiffness. Just not quite sure of these values anymore. Let me look that up. Uh, Dynamic bone settings. Breasts, damping 0.2, 0.1, 0.1, 0.08, 0.85. So we'll just do that. We'll just copy that shit right over. That's an awkward view. Look at this. I'm going to move that to my other screen. So. Oops. What the fuck? Moved her down. Block that. All right. Sorry. We're back. Hair. Hair. Normal, long hair. 0.2, 0.05. 0.05. Stiffness 0.8. Surprises me. And inert 0. What's this look like? Oh yeah, that looks good. Breasts are still. Those are. So we got some move. Copy this component. Exit play mode. Paste component values. Save. And next we'll do the breasts. Breasts. This one recommends 0.2, 0.1, 0.1, and for inert 0.85. I think I might move the inertness down a little bit more jiggle. But that's definitely improved than the other. So let's do like that much. Yeah, that's pretty good. Just a slight bit more elasticity. Yeah, that feels pretty decent. Okay. All right. Copy those. I wonder how much G-force would be applied if you suddenly move someone like that in real life. And that's when my neck snapped. Probably way too much. Way too much. Okay, there we go. You know what? I should probably copy the same settings onto the butt. All right, lastly, the ear. Just hit just see what this looks like. Get this out of here. What's the butt doing? Yeah, butt looks really good. It's a little hard to tell how much it moves with just being like all black. Ears are way too floppy. So let's turn up inert. Here. Damping. Lethal weapon. I would like them to be a little springy because it's kind of cute. Yeah, that feels pretty good. All right. Copy component. Paste them values. There we go. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and send this to our avatar to update VSF. Why does she open her eyes so much every time? Look this side. I'm looking this way. It's probably my glasses. All right, I'm gonna hide her for a moment. Or actually, we just need to close VSF. And then VSF export. Boom, boom, boom. Sorry, that was me yawning. Export complete. All right, let's pop this puppy open again. Let's see how she move. How she move and groove. Maybe. All right. I think they could use a little bit more, a little bit different movement. The ears look good though. How's the butt doing? I mean, you can barely see any movement there. What's up? Bah. All right, I don't know how to recenter this. C. Oh shit. That was the wrong button. What do you think? Do you think she'd have a little bit more jiggle? I think her breast should have a bit more jiggle. I am though. I mean, that's like half the point of a VTuber. Right? Yeah, definitely more jiggle. Hair looks good. Ears look good. Eyebrows are working well. Wish I could get individual blinks working though. Well, all right. Okay, have fun with that. So, more jiggle. So we'll go back to the fizz bones, the breasts, play. And I think we just want to turn the damping down. So let's see. This is what they move like right now. Okay. If we turn the damping down to about half, then the elasticity is way too much. Okay, so maybe we go the other way. Turn the elasticity down. Yeah, that feels better. Okay. Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. For me, looks good. I think we're gonna push it up just a little bit, just a little. There we go. All right, so we did that. I think I have to close this before I update. Otherwise, I just don't want to risk breaking my VSF or the avatar file. Because it's like moving around manually with my mouse cursor, there's a lot more force happening. But when it's just the VTuber camera, the movement is a lot more subtle and like softer. So I feel like there's a discrepancy that in judgment. So just making it a little bit over the top. But in VSF, it should be a little more subtle. Not like crazy, but it's also not too much. How far can I move my hands apart? That's pretty good, actually. It's pretty impressive. I just can't see because there's something in the way. Let's do that again. That's that hand. And all right, so right about here. Ooh, ooh. Yes. Can I touch my, oh, that's a weird thing to say, but here, can I touch my hair at least? Yeah. It doesn't seem to be the case. I could probably put a collider in my hand. I don't know if I want it. It seems like a lot of work. Yay. All right. We also need to figure out why she's sticking out her tongue so often. That's pretty good. Does not know what I'm doing there, though. Rock on. Almost. See, I need to put it up on my desktop, or just below my desktop window. That'll work a lot better. We all know you're secretly sticking your tongue out all the time. It's true. Just very rapidly. All right. Let's see. I don't know why it's like the default expression. It's like I'm literally keeping a very neutral face. Uh, uh. Oh, there is one other thing I can change. Okay, I'm gonna exit this, or we'll leave it there. But for the character, right now, we'll add one more blend shape to our list here. We'll create blend shape, and we'll call this June VFX. Yeah, that's it. Save. And what we'll do here is in our animations, we add, oops, June VFX. And we can just drop that. No, not that. Expressions. Huh. I guess you would expect it to be on right now. Interesting. I think I'd have to do something very special to get that to work properly. But basically, for my expressions, there are other additional effects that should happen. In fact, they're baked into this. I'm surprised they're not happening at all. Yeah, flipbook, scale, all that stuff. All that jazz. Interesting. If I go to VSF, expression settings, I do base. Okay, it's still there. All right. If I switch to additive, that doesn't change anything. Odd. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I guess. No, that seems like a lot of work. But I would want them to be active. Here, let's make the. I want to see what she's looking like a little bit easier. And she's always so stunned, looking to the side. Oh my god! Oh god! Oh, better. Now we don't have the menu in the way. Um, so, in order to get this to work properly, let's hit play here. What are the... Oh, sorry. Can I turn this on right now? Bam. Enable preview. Okay. So, none of these are triggering the visual effects that I would hope that they do. They're all working pretty well. Ah, but the jacket. If I do any other lens shape, no, it should. Looks like it stays. Okay, maybe that's not a concern. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Need to think about this. So basically, it's a bunch of animations. They have the ability to trigger some expressions. But right now, the expressions don't trigger, even though. Ah, okay. Oh, of course. Gotcha. Okay, here's what we do. Here's what we do. So we're going to go to our blend shapes. Down here in the VTuber, blend shape. So for example, for any of the emotions, joy, let's start with anger. I need to actually remove the blend shape here. And we'll just try this with only this one. But we can then add, actually switch, let's grab this, angry. We will drop in the expression animation for angry right there. Aha, big brain. And then let's also drop in that VFX toggle for neutral. See how that goes. All right. So save. And so we'll only be testing just the anger on this one, but it should work properly. All right. Bada boom. I think if she sells well enough, I'm going to come out with an update for her. I feel like it's on brand for her. All right. Got to reload. Wait. How well do these pre-existing models usually sell? Right now, we've seen Gumroad VR chat avatars and VTubers sell quite well. For me, they're not selling very much at the moment, but I think I just have to grow awareness of my brand. um, so it'll probably take some time before I'm uh, really seeing the investment payoff. Um, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Right now, it's a bit of a struggle, but I think, well, where'd our eyeballs go? Interesting. It is working though. Her ears are moving. I don't know why. I think I'm missing the expression animation. Floppy. Now, it is weird that her eyeballs are missing. That's not a good sign. Uh, Expression settings, go to angry and say additive. Interesting. How about the VFX base? Say hotkey 2. All right, that brings it back. And then we want to go back to angry. Set that to base as it was before. It's not recognizing my. Can I wiggle them? I can shake them. I can't trigger the angry anymore. Control Shift F3. There we go. She's still sticking her tongue out. Okay, I think I'm missing. Oh, why'd it go back to that though? Okay, so we will have to do changes the tiers too. Interesting. Okay, that's annoying, but we'll have to redo that. I mean, like activating the facial animation more rapidly, causing them to wiggle up and down, like this. Kind of terrifying, but yes, I suppose you can. Okay, I guess I should have left drawn, but um, she's flying away. She's flying away. Oh, well, good. We'll have to make something just for that then. The little uh, jiggle. All right, so what is going on? What's happening is two things. First is, no, I do have the expression on there. Or do I? I guess I don't. I guess I don't. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's the old version. So we need the material here. My new Avi's getting some long ears, and I'll need you to make them in a similar fashion now. Absolutely. Fun part about VR is you can also pull on them and stuff. Okay, so here. Dang. Dang, dang, dang. We're gonna have to move the animations or recreate the animations in order for them to work properly. Or really, so we can actually just use an animator. Well, I just need this to work properly. Just the neutral, VFX neutral. And if I put that on an animator here, it's not going to find it. So let me move this over into here. Should be able to get it to work though. animators. So I'll say June VTuber body. Because this needs to go onto the body. Right here. It's its own animator now. And right now it's set up like this, but we don't actually want that. We want to copy the FX layer, this setup right here. Now we're just missing. Oh, it didn't copy the transitions? Is that because the parameter is missing? Hello, hello. Oh, thanks for recommending. Oh, I appreciate that. Hello, everyone. And let me turn my camera for this. Hi, everyone. Thank you for the raid, Areku. Hello, hello. We're working on a VTuber right now. Very pleased to have been making Areku's VTuber avatar. Hello, Schmaman. Silek, hello, hello. Alcanthrope. Alicanthrope. And Rough Trade Radio. Thank you all. Much love. Much love. Thank you all for coming by. Hope you're all having a great start to your Wednesday. Your Wednesday. I was sleeping. Go ahead on the robot. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, then I will get that invoice to you today, and we'll be starting. Hey, thank you for the follow. Subby TTV, welcome. Well, Subby. Hello, hello. Hello. Welcome, one and all. Finally found you. I'm here. Excited for that robot? Me too. Me too. Yeah, we'll be working on a robot just a little bit. Another follow, Smaman. Thank you for the follow, Smaman. Welcome to the stream. Oh, awesome, awesome. Very appreciate the love, y'all. And yeah, I hope Areku, hope everything's going well with the tuber. Another follow. Thank you, Foxy Fears Jack Zero. Thank you. Much appreciated. Foxy Fears, all right, thanks for making my model awesome. Oh, thank you, thank you. Rough Trade Radio, thank you for the follows. This is awesome. This is awesome. I was like, just think to myself, how much fun streaming is. So I really appreciate you reinforcing that today. Kalo, does that character have some lore? Oh, Kai. Kai's the one making the Avi. But much love, everyone. Thank you. Thank you all. And Silik, I'll be following up with you soon. I will be traveling Thursday, Friday, and Monday, but I should be able to get some work done. I just won't be streaming for the next 3 work days. But I'll be back soon, next Tuesday. I'm headed home. I'll be back. Sounds good, Zoom. Safe travels. See you soon. But yeah, so yeah, I'll be following up. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we're going to see some family. Heading out to my home state, California. Should be a good time. Yeah. Thanks again, Araku. Thank you so much. We're getting close to 500. Getting very close to 500, which I feel is like a milestone in my streaming career. Very, very close. 500 follow. But yeah, welcome back, and we're getting into speaking of VTube stuff. That's what we're doing today. Happy to support. Gonna go back to bed. Was watching Nintendo Direct, but CP. Well, enjoy your CP time, and we'll catch you later, Reku. Thanks again for the raid, and yeah, I hope everything's going well. You and Silent having a great time, and we'll catch you later. But enjoy your night, morning. All right. So we're getting into the weeds here with this avatar shenanigans. Trying to get this stuff here set up on this other layer. Perfect. Okay, now copy the transition over, which is good. And And we need to create an empty, which will be toggles. Let's make a little folder for it. Well, whatever. Let's leave here. We'll call it toggle. Let me take a look at the component. There's a VSF toggles or set. We can set a bool, and we want it to target this animator. And the parameter name we already copied there. And then we'll need to create another set of animations called animations. Put that here. Great. This is very similar to the work I was doing for Reku, you all. Reku, y'all. So you're wondering what goes into setting up a VTuber. This is pretty much exactly it. All right, so we have VFX on. It's a process, all right. Well, indeed it is. Indeed it is. All right, now this animation has to be done from the topmost object. So just make one more animator called June temp. And put that in the very top one. Put this here. Make a toggle from the body to here. So we'll have VFX on. So we click that. And then one more for VFX. Or no, that's it. We just need the one. Just need the one. Because by default, it will be disabled. And then we can play the animation through this to trigger the thing. Move the animator. Actually, I can leave it in. I can leave it in. Excuse me. Do you have, hey there, Foxy Fears? Do you have experience with other kinds of art, 2D, RL, sculpting, musing? Thank you for blessing me as well. Yeah, I do a lot. These are some doodles that I was doing earlier today. This is my like sketchbook. Just a bunch of random stuff. And then, oh, there we go. So we got a bunch of little doodles. I like making little creatures and things like that. This little imp guy. So that's kind of just what I'm doodling in my sketchbook. Here's some fun one. I really like this guy right here. I might turn him into an avatar. Yeah, a lot of shenanigans. And then our friend Kai here. We actually just made a concept for Kai. They have an avatar will be starting today. So I did this concept here. It actually did a few different color variations as well. Bam. So there's a few different colors there. But it's like an anthro robot with like a little kind of anthro face, robot body. But we'll be starting her today. White brown face so far. Here we go. So now what? Beautiful character. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, I love making stuff. It's my passion. And we going with this color scheme. Though I think that we'll actually add some toggles so you can switch up the colors to whatever you want. But with this being the primary. But yeah, a lot of fun stuff. And thank you, Foxy Fears. Yeah, if I'm not creating, I'm going crazy. It's usually how it goes. So I'm usually doodling in my sketchbook or on my computer. Excuse me. Okay, so we got the toggle. Now we can add a blend shape for that toggle here. And we'll do, oh no, we have it. June VFX. That's already set up. Just need to drop this a new animation. The VTuber VFX on, which will hit the body animator through this toggle, turning this on and off. Okay, that should be set up properly. We'll see though. Always some shenanigans with if anyone else has ever set up a VTuber before, hats off to you. VSF is kind of a nightmare, kind of a waking dream or waking nightmare. Um, Ooh. This is June. This avatar right here we're working on. She'll be a VR chat avatar, and she'll be a VTuber for sale. But you can change the color of her clothes, hair, eyes, pants, bra, all that fun stuff. She's got some fun physics and stuff. I've only used Blender, and even then, not very much. Fair, fair. I do love Blender. Blender's like a jam. All right, I'm going to turn off my desktop myself. Load up the VTuber and pray that this works. I wanted to learn how to make 3D avatars. I downloaded Blender, then stopped. I felt like I was trying to run before I could even crawl. I took a different path and went on a 2D art journey. Oh, very cool. Very, very cool. I have yet to make oh, her eyes are still messed up. I have yet to make a 2D tuber. There we go. Hey, look. This is what we are trying to get here. The little anger dot. Nice. And then I should be able to turn it off. No, that's not how that works. Okay. Interesting. 2. Yeah, it's on 2. No transition time. Oh. Thank you again for a follow, Dark Workspace. Much appreciated. Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, that's what I do most. That's what most of what I do now. 2D graphical animations. Oh, very cool. That's awesome. Well, feel free to share your work. I love seeing what people are making. She just sticks her tongue out a lot. Bleep. Bleep. All right, that seems to be working fine. If I go to hold, how does that work? Interesting. Okay. Something's not working right. Wow, we went up from 470 to almost 480 one day. Thank you, Raku. Also, were there any good games at the Direct? I haven't seen anything about it yet. Just trying to make full body art, character, anatomy, poses, colors, and shape. Very cool. Very fun. Yeah, I did a lot of concept art in the past. And it takes a while to just get used to everything. But fun to be able to be like, I have a new OC. And another new OC. And another. Super Mario RPG remake announced. Interesting. I never played the first one, but I knew people loved it. think we need this to go the other direction here, or that should actually turn it off. Default is it on 0, and the toggle is on to start with. Oh, it's also just completely missing the parameter. I swear I copied that over. All right, well, let's delete these. Go back to this animator. So many layers. Then back to effects, VTuber body. Yeah, right here. Paste. All right. Is it broken still? No. Right, now it should actually be working. When it's true, it goes to null. So that means that the VFX are, in fact, on. And when it's false or off, then it will disable them. Okay. Which means that here, our animation should set it to 1, as we thought before. All right, this should work. One more export. Bada boom. Bing. Bada boom. Yes. Praying. VSF gods. There we go. And loading. If you've never watched someone work with Unity before, 90% of the time you're just stuck in a loading screen. All right, so we can turn on angry, which makes that happen, which is good. Now if I interesting. Well, yeah, I've not enjoyed my time in Unity. It is somewhat of a curse. We can commiserate on Dark Works. All right, so this does not seem to be working, which means that I actually have to move all my animations for the expressions into, oh boy, into a new animator if I want it to work properly. That's kind of a bummer. But she's looking good. She got jiggle. Here's jiggle. Everything that should jiggle. And I just can't figure out why she keeps sticking her tongue out. She's kind of goofy that way. All right. I would like to get the expression stuff working, but I think it's going to be a little too much for the first time with this character. So we're just going to remove this. Take this out. That out. I'd rather use Unreal than Unity. 100%. There's a VRM-like system in Godot that I saw, but haven't played with at all. Oh, really? That's good to know, actually. Interesting. I've just been thinking about how much VSF, because a lot of the problems with VSF don't always come back to Unity. A lot of it is just like VSF takes what Unity has to offer and then throws that away. So there's that. I look like a Gorilla's character right now. Feel good. All right, let's reload the character. Just that way. But Unreal does have a full uh, iPhone facial capture, all this stuff built in, things that you would want built in. But of course, it has its own problems. There we go. Yay! Now her eyes are working, fingers are working. Remember, right? Its goal was to recreate VRM, but for Linux to be able to use. Oh, interesting. Godot? Fascinating. I mean, they seem to be doing quite well for themselves. Turn that up just a little bit. All right. Blah. She still just wants to stick her tongue out. All right. I think one last tweak is to figure out why that's happening. I think it's because right now I have fun as blep. But I think I'll switch it for happy. And then joy will be blep. I don't know. I mean, is that I just need to figure out. Just not as used to VSF as like. I think that's good for now. We're gonna call it there on setting her up. Um, we'll do a little bit more mess around in VSF, but we're also going to start a new avatar today for Kai. Excited to play around with it if I get real time for a project again. Heck yeah! Do you usually not do real time projects then? Bum, bum, bum. It's fun. That's the one. Um, man, I would really expect this to be. Oh, whatever. All right, we'll just have her going for right now. She looks so surprised. Like, no, I didn't mean to do that. Embarrassing. Embarrassing. We'll restart her one more time. And then we're getting into modeling. School keeps me busy and I'm trying to actually learn coding, lol. I'm an artist, not a dev. Well, I am coming from the same direction. I found that Chat GPT really is a lot of fun to use for coding stuff because it's basically cheating. Um, you know, just go ahead and have someone else, have an AI do the work for you. All right, so let's get this stuff in. So we've got a new avatar to start for Kai. here is our reference image right here. All right, so this will be, rename that to reference. Well, I certainly wish you well with your projects. And I think it's good to be in a space where you're aware of VR chat and VTubing, because personally, I think that VR chat's been really, really good to me. Um, and I would certainly encourage pretty much any artist that's getting into game dev to also consider VR chat and other like platforms instead of like game companies if you're looking for freelance work. My avatar parts folder. But we're actually going to just start with the invert and a cube. And we're going to make a cube as well, just so we can get a reference for height. I would guess 5 feet 5 inches for the avatar height. Nothing too crazy. Right about there. All right. Let's move her over. And we begin. We begin to model. We'll do a cut this way, so we can start getting the waist here. Actually, let's cut that out. Bam, bam. There. This will be the waist. I think at this point we'll need to put a circle. I really like using 8 vertices. For any sort of circle when you're using subdivision. Just a nice even number. All right, something like that. I love to see what people in the freelance world do. A lot of very talented creators. I'm more in the make what I want / envision side. Absolutely. Absolutely. You can never quite get rid of that desire to go, want to make this, but this. Whoops. Client work. I've just found that I really am bad at working in like corporate environments. um, better or worse. I definitely just prefer being able to have some control over my schedule or timing. Um, which has its pros and cons. Do Actually, I don't need to do a cut there because we're going to have this. No, then we definitely need that. Delete that. Another circle. Probably just me not wanting to lose control of the project. I relate to that. All right, let's get this profile looking correct. Bring that back. This is going to be a very fun avatar to put together. But I think what I really like about VR chat, the reason I'll rant about it a little bit more, is like it's the future for sure. And I think a lot of collaboration is possible in this space. So if you are looking to kind of, I think, make a name for yourself as an artist, uh, it's just kind of a space that wasn't available when I was going to college. Uh, or that didn't it just didn't exist. Not that it wasn't available, just literally wasn't there. All right, that's a strong start. And let's get these. Start on the legs. So we'll do one circle for here. Kind of the thigh. And then we'll actually duplicate this. I want another circle for where it attaches to the body. Something like that. We should be able to make something nice. And I have a feeling we'll need to rip this side open. Like this. Bam, bam. Bridge, cut, and fill. Nice. She's coming out well. It's so funny that when she looks over, she's like, "Duh!" Just these huge eyes. My VTuber, that is. I believe that's adjustable per person or per user, so it wouldn't have to be like that for everyone. Also, these are off center. Those thighs are gonna have the power to crush diamonds. Indeed, she's got the power. She's got the power. That's what she was. This is what the robot was designed for: crushing power. I struggle to keep show anything I make. My burn projects piles like 6 times the size of my look at what I did pile. Lol. VR chat helps me with that though, so I've gotten a compliment on my Abby's. Heck yeah, Sprinter bot. Yeah, I do think that it's difficult, especially starting early on and like making art to like your work. But I guarantee you, definitely hold on to any of your work. I regret immensely destroying any work, um, because no matter what, at some point in your life you'll appreciate it. Like, and there's a lot of personal value in that. Have fun modeling. AFK lurking sounds good. But yeah, VR chat's a great space because it just attracts creative people, um, which is awesome. Even if it's only something to look back on. Exactly, exactly. But that is just my personal take on it. Certainly everyone has their own relationship with the work they do. Get the button there. The one nice part about using a VTuber while I'm working is that people can't see my blank stare as I slowly move vertices into place. My weird spaced out face. There we go. Got a nice little neck going now. A neck for the mech. This is too much right here. So the way this stretches is very odd. I think this looks fine here, but we do need to fix this spot. So I think we'll rip these, move them up. Put a cut right there. I can close this. This way. Technically, that's all quads. Thought about streaming when I work on projects as a hedge to keep me from looking at it later and nuking it. It definitely, I find that streaming just has a lot of value as an artist. I've been able to share my work with in a way that I just never have been able to before. I mean, just look at today. People coming by, checking my work out. It's like that's pretty huge. Um, just because that would never happen if I was just working in my room alone. But the main reason that got me to start streaming is just that I'm hugely distractible. Yeah, exactly, Foxy. Exactly. It's just very, very easy for me to, you know, If I'm just sitting in front of my computer, I will find something stupid to look at for 8 hours. I wish that wasn't the case, but it has happened too many times for me to leave it up to chance. Two, three. That works out. We get a little belly button there. And we actually want the belly button up higher. Well, we'll see. For this one, we'll make a 10 circle to start the breast, because it'll need a bit more resolution. I thought, that staying on task would be a neat side effect. Well, it definitely helps. It definitely helps. There's that something with ADHD. It's like when there's another person around you, you tend to be a lot more productive. I think it's called like surrogacy or something, some sort of mental surrogacy. I don't know what that means, but I've just heard it talked about before. Uh, it seems to work. Seems to work. How did you loft those circles? I've never been able to do that in Blender. Oh, the to close it, that is called grid fill. So if you do this, and then there's a grid fill, you could just search it with F3, grid fill, uh, if that's what you were referring to. But yeah, that saves a lot of time. One of those handy dandy Blender features. Really love watching Sam make my app. Oh, thank you, Zoom. It really allows you to ensure the end result is spot on. Now Sam is my standard background video. No distracting. Not distracting, but fun to watch. Well, if I add more jiggle to my avatar, that'll be a little bit more distracting. Plus, you get to learn fun Blender secrets. Oops. Let's take this image and do that. All right, so I want to make the leg a little bit cooler looking. Should have kind of that anthro angle. All I see is black magic. Came from parts modeling on Inventor SolidWorks. Oh, very cool. So Blender workflow has been rough for me to adapt to. It definitely feels more manual in a way, the Blender workflow. I've done a tiny bit of SolidWorks before. Wouldn't say that I'm experienced with it, but it definitely felt different. In Blender, everything feels like, you're basically just making a little chicken wire cage for everything rather than working with like shapes. There is a Blender SolidWorks add-on. I've never used it personally, but I know it's out there. Whoops. What the? No way. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, okay, so here's the menu. I didn't expect it to bring out the torso. My brain has never worked well for organic modeling too. Well, thankfully, hard surface is something that will always be quite desirable in the video game space. Yeah, it's interesting how I think hard surface modeling is underappreciated, how powerful it is, or how powerful hard surface modeling artists are. I've never quite been able to get the hang of it. Bring out this one. We'll start from scratch on this one. So this is 8 here, which means we want a little bit more resolution. That should work for now. Oh wait, no, I gotcha. So subdivide it, apply it, then combine it. There we go. That's what we're looking for. I think the one thing that really helped me with modeling in Blender is to think of it like you're drawing. Like, I think unlike other 3D modeling programs, you can always imagine what you're making as a line. That makes sense. Like you can each line is just each little edge you're making is just a little drawing. No merge or merge. 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 Bada boom. Okay, so now this kind of fits decently well into this little spot, or the hip socket. But we do want a butt. I have a spaceship with elements for organics that I've been working on for the group of empties I have. Very cool. I've been working on that in a VR modeling program though. Interesting. Is that gravity sketch or a medium? I don't know if they call it medium anymore. Shape Lab. Interesting. Looking that up. Okay. I've never tried this one. That's very cool though. Very fun organic shapes. Oh, sorry to be yawning. Um, it actually does. The program I've been messing around with a little bit lately is what do they call it? It's Adobe 3D now. They kind of changed up the name on it. Used to be Adobe Medium. Uh, Now it's Adobe 3D. It's very cool. It's very satisfying to work with. I watched a video recently where people were able to pick each other up, put items like hats and even a leash. It allowed them to pull someone else along. How do those things work? A lot of that is uh, avatar fizzbones. Like the leash is just a fizzbone that you can grab. Usually the person follows them, or I think you can kind of create a system that moves in a certain direction. Uh, and then picking people up, that is a world thing. So you have to go to specific worlds where you can pick people up uh, directly. You can put people in seats on an avatar, but it's not quite the same thing as grabbing someone and pulling them up. There's similar but two different things there. Found that I could do it in VR. The organics don't seem so painful to me. Hey, absolutely. I love sculpting, and finding a good sculpting program really speeds up that organic workflow. Let me make the butt buttier. The butt to have some butt. Yeah, there's some harsh limits for certain things, unfortunately, with VR chat. And oddly enough, it turns out that picking people up is one of them. It makes sense because you wouldn't want that to happen without someone wanting to be picked up. All right, we'll come back to the hips. They're kind of confusing me right now, but we'll make sense of them a little bit later. Ears, the horns. Start on those. Something like that. Then we can take the mouth, rip it, rip the mouth, rip the mouth. In. We run a cut here. Yeah, that'll still work. I think that's about it for the main cuts. Now we'll manipulate everything into position. Manipulate. Drink water. Here we go. Water has been drunk. I was thinking the other day, is there a way you all can tell when I need to drink water? I was wondering, if like, do I sound dehydrated sometimes? My new Avi's going to be a lot like a genie. Oh, very cool. So I was wondering if he could be made in a way where he's unable to go too far from his item. Interesting. That is technically possible. Because you can place objects into the world, and then there is a way to get a distance to know how close certain things are, and then you can also prevent motion or be pulled along if someone stole it or something. Hmm. I don't know about the pulling along. Definitely the preventing motion, though. Yeah, I have to think about that pulling, but it should be possible to prevent. It's definitely possible to prevent movement. I don't like how far this is. So I'll do one more cut there. Then just merge these. Hello, Era. Welcome. I don't think you'll get both functions on the same Avi without some serious work, but if you use two versions, it would simplify a lot. That's true. Using the Avi yourself, eh? Yes, indeed. Hello, Era. We're testing her out. She keeps sticking out her tongue a lot, but we'll have to figure out a solution for that. But good day, Lord Era. Indeed. Welcome, Lord Era. How'd your game go last night? Was it Zoom hand tracking A? What are you using for that? I have a leap. I have a leap motion. I need to set it up so I can flip people off properly, but right now it's working okay. It breaks sometimes, and it's really easy for it to get disconnected from my computer. I don't know what's up with that. That I don't know. Maybe there's some sort of source of infrared in your room. If you have a mirror next to your desk, that may also prevent it from working properly. All right, let's move this step forward. Get that face visor shape. It's looking pretty good. Heading that direction. Pretty good. No mirror. It just does not like me. Maybe your hands are invisible. You just have invisible hands. I worked on a POC application for the medical field once. Damn leap motion thing kept being difficult. Proof of concept. Okay, for some reason I was like, is that an insult? I was thinking of POS, but POC makes more sense. All right, something like that. Nice little visor. Let's close this up again. We'll hopping off the train, be back soon once more. Sounds good, Zoom? Zoom really does zoom on a train. Zooming around on a train. Right about there. Maybe a little bit smaller, just to match those proportions. Right about there. It'll look bigger once we get the horns on. Excuse me. I burped. All right, we're going to drop in another vert circle. Put that right up here for the start of the arms. Actually, well, right about there. And we will need a bunch of subdivided cubes. Bam. Around there. Spherize them. Slap another mirror on them. Boom. And these will go into the joints. Actually, we'll do one more subdiv on them, just to make sure they're actually smooth. No one likes spiky balls. I didn't really mean that as an innuendo. Ooh. All right, I gotta stop yawning. Who's doing that? Who's yawning? Wouldn't be me. All right, she's really coming together quite quickly, which feels good. It's kind of nice having a concept you made yourself. That's not a complaint, just that I kind of know where everything's supposed to go already. It's like cheating. Mental shortcut. Zoom. Zoom. There we go. Let's flatten these out. Point to SY0 or SZ0. Booba. I do feel like it's nice that there's a little sternum here in the drawing, which totally is not here in the 3D model. To get that back, what I will do is take these points, just move them over. Actually, first we'll move the breast over. Breasts over. What a hard word to say. Breasts. Bam. Scale that down. Fill. Here. Bam. And here we could actually start making the clavicle. Like that. Bam. Now we've got a little bit of clavicle. And a sternum. Powerful. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. All right, she's looking good. Let's take this point, crease it, fill it, indent it, extrude, and decrease. So I have a little socket joint right there. And then we can also make a little bit of a, what would you call this? It's not quite abs. I guess it's close enough to abs that we could say there that they are. Tummy line, ab line, tummy wummy. No Preem, hello, welcome, hello, hello. What? How is your day going? Oh yeah, this is my VTube character. Hello. All right, I'm finishing her. Hello, No Preem. It's still me, Sam. I'm trapped. I'm trapped in an e-girl. I thought Sam got kidnapped. No, just the e-thoughts got me. Oh, thank you. Yeah, every time I type the letter 1, though, it goes away because that's my hotkey. So I might need to change that because I end up typing the number 1 a lot. Control 1. That's smart. That's smart. Yeah, I need to bury it into a a command rather than a normal number. But hello, No Preem. How's your day going? Welcome to the stream. We're working on a new avatar today. Robo Girl. Need a good name for her. Someone said she looked kind of like a kobold, which I think is cute, because I like kobolds. Volpira Loa, hello. Hello. I have all my things on complex keyboard commands. Then I use a MIDI keyboard that I use a Stream Deck. Oh, very cool. I actually do have a little mini MIDI keyboard. I should use that. Am I making VTube 3D VTube models? Yes, I am. So I made this avatar. This is June. Hello. And I'm also working on a VR chat avatar at the moment for a client. So we're getting her created from scratch right now. So you get to kind of see the full process, which is fun. But yes, welcome, Vulpira. Thank you. I just finished her. She's also a VR chat model, which I'm very excited about. You need to use a program called key to translate and basically set up macros, but it works. Interesting. That sounds useful. I think I'll probably be using VTubers more and more often on stream. Helps my brand. Really love VTuber art. At the moment, I am using a PNG. Oh, very cool. That's awesome. I have yet to make a PNG tuber. One day. Someday. But I really want to. Because I do love drawing. Gotta upgrade my model one day. I relate. One step at a time. Well, very cool. You're definitely in good company here with our many people here are journeying through Blender or other Unity. Just earlier today, I was setting up my VTuber in Unity, and that was it's always a little bit of a nightmare because VSF is not what I would like it to be. And boy, do I know you're playing Sam. Yes, we shall commiserate together. In Era's name. But we made it through. But yeah, if you have any questions, Vulpira, feel free to ask. I'll answer what I can. I don't know much about PNG tubers, but certainly quite a bit about making them in Blender. I think technically you can make them in Blender. A PNG tuber in Blender. But I don't know enough to say that for certain. Or perhaps I should say I don't have enough experience with it to say that for certain. All right, that dumpy looks a little bumpy, so we need to figure out what's going on here. Better. Would it be possible to make a 3D Avi but make it appear 2D? Oh, hello. Welcome back, Zoom. You zoomed along on the train? Yes. So basically, and you can see this in VR chat too. There are people who have avatars that are very flat. So basically, they kind of, I think they scale it along one axis, but it squishes them. And they look flat, even though they're a full 3D avatar. And then the alternative too is that you can just make flat pieces of mesh and then rig them like normal. Um, so I do think it's completely possible to make a flat avatar or flat VTuber purely with the same methods as you would normally make a 3D avatar. 3D live tubing is a thing. 3D live tubing. Or 2D, yes, yes. Like that, but there's a few. Yeah, it's funny because like if I had just hadn't already started, okay, she's looking a little too thick. On my journey with the 3D avatars, I totally could have seen myself going for the 2D version instead, but I never ended up exploring it. Actually, let me take this, rotate it, and move it this way so we can get some good reference for what the butt should look like. I don't think we can have the mirror merge. 2D live tube. I think they just use a different program. But I see there's one artist I see that's quite popular, Mari, I believe. And I believe they use Blender. They actually just use Blender for the whole thing. The whole enchilada. Hey, a follow? Furblaze03, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Thank you, thank you. We're making, as you've probably heard, VTubers, VR chat avatars. That's what we do here. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. But thank you for the follow. I think before the month is out, we might hit 500 followers. That would be super, super cool. See if I can do a proper thumbs up. Not yet. Is live tubing just an ROL cam? Live as in live action, as in reacts in real time. Gotcha, gotcha. Is that more a reference to the fact that they're like a streamer? Like they're a VTuber that streams? StreamTuber? Just application wording nonsense. Fair. That describes most of modern technology these days. We need to differentiate ourselves. Let's just make up words. Gotcha. Luke. I'm Lucan. We'll never let him live that one down. Forever he'll be Lucan. All right, I need a hand. Did I save my updated hand? No, I didn't. I will have to extract that from the other avatar. Okay, we'll do that in a second then. Too much work at the moment. Yeah. Kind of a visor deal. All right. One more cut here. And then this is where we'll start the horn this time. And to get it working properly, we'll put a cursor here. Oh, goodness. Excuse me. Make a... That probably looks pretty funny for my tuber. Oh yeah, and anyone new here, I will be selling this VTuber. She'll be up for sale soon, so keep an eye out if you're interested. My cat is yelling. That. Kind of bring that back a little ways. It's a little the difficulty of drawing is that it looks a bit like it's curved, but also like it's flat. It looks like Luke isn't a word in any language, so he invented a new word. Powerful. Powerful. A linguistic monster. All right, so something like that. Should give it a definition. My cat is yelling at me. My cat is yelling at me. What do you want? She doesn't know. She does not know. That's a lie. She totally just wants my attention, which I will give her via us paddling. Kitty booty. Actually, before we do that, let's make sure that this is set up properly. So we need better, what do you call this? Crisscrossing. Some sort of 1, 2, 3. So it's basically 2 big chunks. 1, 2. I guess we'll do a little bit more in the 3D version. So it looks more like this. Tough chompers. Yeah, they are tough chompers. I do get some dragon vibes or kobold vibes at the very least from the mouth. Bam. Bam. All right. She's looking really cute, though. A little cutie patootie, if I say so myself. I would say kobold snout is a lot like many kobolds I've seen. Yeah, it's not like a more predatory look. It's just got that little roundedness. Do love a good kobold as a snack. Maybe that's era. Actually, we should have that tear up one, rip it there. Oh, hello, kitty cat. My cat is here. I do think it's hilarious that my jacket just keeps disappearing all the time. I'll have to create a better hotkey for that. Need a VTuber model for the cat now? That'd be charming. Goals. And the jacket's back. The jacket's back. All right, so for the hips, I don't think we can have this interior piece just yet. First, we need to make sure we get the rest of the body set up correctly. Might be best to just delete this piece or dissolve this one. I don't know. All right, let's keep futzing with it. So could take the leg, move it forward, right about there. And take the circle, move it up, or actually, right about there. All right, that works. We just need to adjust the back part. Maybe. That's a challenge. Okay, let's actually adjust the butt here. No. Yeah, that looks better. It's a little sexier. A little bit sexier. That's what we're about here. All right, let's also take this, put a cursor here. I'm going to grab the top of the hip here and 0.6 S. Just going to shrink it just a little. Yeah. Oops. All right, that looks odd. Very odd. Bring that in. I think I need the rest of the foot in before I can properly gauge what is needed for the rest of this. Grease that as well. Then something like this. For the little, I think it's like a hoof. I like the idea it's like a little reindeer hoof or something. It's kind of what it feels like to me. Bam, grid fill that. Extrude, extrude, take these both, decrease them. And now we got little tootsies. We got little tootsies. I'll have to clean those up a little bit. Right now they're too big. They do look like little clip cloppers. I'm about that. There we go. Those might need some work. But it's all a work in progress right now. So that is okay. Coin, thank you for the bit. Hello. Oh, look at, we've got June set up as a VTuber. She's working pretty well. Blah, 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 blah. Also, drink water. Oh, thank you. 10 bits. So you're VTuber now? I think, yes. Most likely I'll be using my VTubers most of the time. Probably moving forward. I think it makes a lot of sense to try and show off my brand, you know? We've officially crossed into VTuber land. What are you using to run them? OBS. So this is using VC Face. To get it on screen, that's through OBS, but the program behind it is this one here, VSF. So I just use a game capture window on it, and that's what allows me to put it into my stream. You should get a point thingy that cycles through your avatars. Ooh, that's a good idea. Um, can I cycle through it in VSF? Or is that what you're suggesting? Yeah, she came out pretty well. She's got some nice physics. Those are working pretty well. Oh, VC face. Here, I'll type it in chat. Oops, that's all caps. Sounds like I'm shouting. There we go. It's cool. Yeah, it's a very fun program. Setting up things inside of it can be a huge pain. So definitely feel free to reach out if you encounter any trouble. Most likely, it will be a little difficult because it's always awful. But it is Unity. It is built on Unity. Could be manual if necessary, but that could be an interactable aspect. Yeah. I think what Era has it so you can throw stuff at their head. So, well, that would be pretty fun to set up. I also know that you can, and this is really cool to me, but you can actually use VSF to drive the animations of your VR chat avatar. So I was thinking I could have VSF on and then my VR chat avatar on. And so I could be live. Yeah, let me do quotes. Live in VR chat, which would be kind of cool. So the VC face is doing camera checking. Correct, correct. So it's just for my face. I have a leap motion for my hands. So I have a little leap motion set up. That's why it's not like a full range. I think I can position it a little bit better. Um, so it actually sees my fist. Correct. Or sort of. It's a piece of hardware. So it's like a little. It's a LEAP, leap motion. But yeah, you can use that to drive little hand animations. You do rock on. But and right now it's face down on my desktop. But I want to put it in front of me so that way I can see my hand motions a bit better. Some people even get like a little necklace to wear, and that seems to work pretty well for them. Correct. Yeah, it's basically that, but for hands. It's pretty cool though. I think certainly a lot of value in that. Excuse me. So do something like that to cut it. Then bridge, merge. And that should be the start of our this little piece, the shoulder thing. Bada boom. All right, so now we got the little, this thing set up. What do you call it? Is it a pauldron? It's kind of like a pauldron on like armor. A little different though. That's what it reminds me of. Oh, there we go. Okay, now it's a little more even. Awesome. Now we also have this little gap in the right here. It's like a little chunk missing. First it does this, shrinks down. This is marked sharp, and got something kind of like that. And here, do another cut. We'll take this section, boom, indent, delete, and then delete here. Increase this. Bam. I should be wrapping up my ML deformer animation today. Oh, heck yeah, nice. That's awesome. I'm doing thumbs up, even though my hands are not doing that. I should be wrapping up my, next I'm going to animate a fight scene. Very, very cool. Need to choreograph it and figure out what poses I need. Well, that's pretty cool. That's pretty exciting, actually. I did do a little messing around with Cascador recently. Seems like a fun way to approach that kind of work, that kind of animation work. That's too big. Might have to delete it after we subdivide. After we wrap up the subdivision. We'll see. And then increase this. Fill. Indent. Not a fan. I've heard people like it though. Yeah, it seems a little different than some of the other software out there. I kind of like the idea of it being physics based, but you know, I don't really have too much experience animating a normal program, so I have to do this, that, yeah. Then we want to get rid of this little awkward crease there. Oh, oh no. That is not what I want. It's kind of, the topology is really weird right here. Oh, because I used, gotcha, okay. Dang it, we'll have to redo this. Just this interior part here, but let me delete that. What we really want is a 12, circle of 12, not 10, because we have to go up by increments of 4 for the seams to maintain their position. Which probably doesn't make any sense, but it's what we gotta do. It's what we gotta do. There, and now they're straight. Perfect. Awesome. All right, that looks very nice. Me gusta. You've been using UE's control rig for a while now. I've grown to like it. So are you doing all your animation inside of Unreal Engine then? Oh, interesting. That's pretty fascinating. Seems like it'd be useful. Blendy. That's the word. It's blendy. I am back for a few minutes. Well, you came at a good time. We got another 20 minutes or so until it will be lunchtime for Sam. Gonna pick up your cat. Oh, heck yeah. How exciting. Everyone, Era, has adopted a cat, which is very, very important. And I demand additional kitty cat pictures. Gonna name him Kuro. Nice. Very cute. Very Neko. I charge per picture. There's a cat tax in effect. I would really like to get this knee to actually have some geometry. So we'll take this here, maybe even up a little bit further, and hit I, and I extrude. That way we can do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. All right. I think that's looking good. A little too deep though, so we're gonna try to move it forward. And hopefully when it bends, it's not gonna just look bad. But it should be good. Should be good. Bending may be a challenge, though. We shall see. Now, for the thigh, we do have this really nice cut here. Let's recreate that. Let's crease it too. And can actually give it a nice little pudge. Very important for VR chat avatars is to give the thigh some pudge. I think it's like a law or something. I think it's illegal to not give your avatar thigh pudge. Pretty sure. I'll do it. I don't think I need that just yet. Bam, bam. There we go. Ah, quite a zoom. 0.6. Is there no hidden geometry? There really shouldn't be an indent at all. Whoa. Cute. I like that. A little bit of abdomen. Looking very good. This rig, not having any face controls, not even a blink, is really making this animation difficult to look at for your UE character. Oh, gotcha. Yes, I think you were telling me last time that it's like missing some things. It's like missing what you would expect a metahuman to have. It's so funny that they even put it out there. They're like, yeah, you can do this with the metahuman, but we won't set it up for you. No, no, no. Funny stuff. His face is just blank the whole time. just a intense stare. Oops. z0, that's y0. Should be a little bit more even than that. That's because this is out of order. So I'm trying to wrap this up, move on to another project with a better rig. Well, it sounds like you're making good progress. There we go. Much better. Oops. Right. And edit. Bam. Much better. Need to get a show reel together. All right, Sam, I'm gonna hop off and get some things together. Talk to you later. Sounds good, Era. Enjoy your day. Say hi to your cat for me. Hi to your brand new cat, Kuro. Kuro. And yeah, I have about 10 more minutes in the stream. For anyone that's new here, I do break my day up into two streams. So this is the first stream for the day. And then we'll be doing a second stream in about 2 hours. Because I pretty much stream my whole workday. So we have a morning session, afternoon session. But either way, thank you for all the new people here. Hope you're all having an amazing Wednesday. Certainly appreciate you all hanging out with me on such a nice week. Oops. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Maybe a little bit more. My jacket. And I will fix my jacket soon. It's not disappearing all the time. Need to put a show reel together. Heck yeah. Especially if you're doing like ML work or work with the kind of the latest Unreal Engine stuff. People really go nuts for that. I mean, there's people out there whose whole channel on YouTube is just them basically exploring the demos that Unreal puts together. Just like every time Unreal comes out with something new, like that's what they do. That's what they turn into a source of news. Pretty smart. You know, certainly not judging them. It's its own little ecosystem online. VT Latia, hello. Research question: do you do blender stuff with coffee or tea? I tend to do coffee, though I do have the one addendum that I use mushroom coffee. So it's like coffee. It's got caffeine in it, but it also has stuff like lion's mane and other things in there. And yeah, usually when I drink tea, I prefer uncaffeinated tea. But I appreciate the question, VTE. It's definitely, I'm not like the blender guy, Gleb Alexandrov, who's just nuts about coffee. Mushrooms have caffeine? No, it's just it's like a supplement kind of deal. Apparently, a lion's mane mushroom is good for your brain. So I'm all about brain health. All about it. All about it. Hear that about fish oil? Yeah, absolutely. Fish oil is quite good for you as well. kind of the same thing. You know, they're pushing into the same sort of health territory. Draw for food. Hello, hello, Draw. Welcome. Hello. My modeling buddy, indeed. We're all here for Blender modeling, VTubing. Hope you're having a good day. Dark Workspace Mushroom Coffee sounds good. It is pretty good. I usually put in a little bit of almond milk, just to. It's pretty bitter on its own. But fish oil is good. Definitely recommend that. I usually eat some sardines instead, so I get the fish oil and I get some tasty sardines. But I know sardines aren't everyone's jam. Fish. I do need to figure out why my model's sticking her tongue out so often. Also, is her eye clipping? Oh, it's just from this expression. Gotcha. I just need to turn off the blink with certain things. You might need to turn off the blink anytime an expression's happening. Just a little bit of eye poking through your eyelid, no biggie. You know, in real life it'd be a medical emergency, but yeah, Draw, how you doing? How's your work going? I finally got some products up on my Gumroad. I got the witch character. Can I point? Give me leap motion. Yeah, over there. She's over there. And I'll soon have this current avatar, June, up for sale as well. But I hope your commission is good. Modeling something alongside you. It's a low poly fox. Oh heck yeah! That sounds foxy. Been super greedy, super speedy. They look great. I have been. I have. Yeah, I think hitting a good stride last few days. But thank you. Last week or so. All right, well, let's combine these. And now the head is attached. Am I mean to, instead of low poly, modeling a low poly version for Quest users, I decide to simply make a Blender cube and call it a day? Are you mean for that? um, only to Blender users. Only we understand that pain. I like it though. Oh, excuse me. Sorry to yawn. I will be ending the stream in. Actually, we might as well just call it here, I think. Um, because it is just about noon my time, so I'm going to go eat lunch. Sam getting eepy. Indeed, Sam is eepy. Need to rub my eyes. Oh, look, I can do that almost. Where'd my other hand go? Oh, I'm tired. So yeah, I'm gonna go eat some food, get a run in, get a little rest in, but I will be back. For anyone new here, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Definitely, especially thank you to all our regulars hanging out. Draw, VT, Coin. We had Era. Who else came by? Zoom, if you're out there. But no preem. Certainly appreciate everyone that's hanging out, chatting, lurking. It's been a good day, and just so you all know, I will be not stream. The next 2 days I'll be traveling, so I won't stream, but I will be back next week. So it's kind of my Friday, so to speak. But anyway, I'm going to end the first stream for today. Again, I'll be back in about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and we'll get back to working. So thank you all again for hanging out. I hope you all have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you very soon. Bye, everyone. Bye. Bye. See you, Draw. Bye, VT. Bye, Coin. Bye, Arrow. Bye. Oh, and don't forget to hit the follow button. I gotta promo myself. Anyway, I'll see y'all soon. Bye.